talk about the title before I do anything. The title, Rest in Peace Jimmy Football. The KKK thing was a typo. I'll fix it later. But I want to let you guys know who that is. Jimmy Football is my coach. Dude who coached me in baseball. Dude who coached me in football. Dude who coached me in basketball. Dude who coached me in life. I lost this great man out of my life last Thursday. His real name is Jimmy Fields. We used to call him Jimmy Football. It was a nickname. He's a fellow lefty, real good brother. Tell y'all about the impact Jim had on me and my crew's life. It's maybe 25 or 30 of us that dealt with Jim on a regular basis. While dealing with Jim, let's just say 16 of us fell off and 14 of us continued to stay with Jim throughout. The 16 people who didn't follow the course with Jim, they are either dead or incarcerated. The rest of us are living positive lives, family men, good fathers, and so forth and so on. Jimmy Fields used to preach to us about life, education, being your own man, being honest, and being true to yourself. So that's why I dedicated to Jimmy Football Fields, man. Rest in peace, Jim. You'll never be forgotten. And for those and the funny thing is, those who listen to my show on a regular basis, Jim has affected you. You didn't even know it. You thought that was an HRap B saying, you run the win, you throw the score. Every time I used to say, big ups to my coach, Jim. That's who I was talking about. Respect to Jimmy Fields. Respect to my crew, the Untouchables, the Cowboys. It's tough, but I'll be cool, man. Jim helped me be a better person. I thank God that Jim was in my life, and me and my homies, we thank God Jim was in our lives. Awesome man, awesome brother. He was my mentor. He was my friend. He was my brother. He looked out for us at all times. Mad love to Jim and the Fields family. And mad love to you. Thank you for tuning in again. This is HRap. This is built for this network. And y'all know how I begin each and every one of my shows. First of all, I didn't turn this damn music down. No, I don't. It's down. It's down low enough. But I want to say big ups to everybody in my family, my ancestors who are crossing over to the other side, like my coach, Jim. I'm going to throw Jim's name on this. The Fields family, the Whitmore family, the Pollard family, the Turner family, the Ballard, the Cotton, the Harper, the Bailey, the Lansdowne, the Liggins, the Duncan, and you know me and my pops, we the Williams clan, we in the building, mad love. Now, as I said, man, this is going to be a ride. We're going to jump on this ride every week. I want to talk to you about everything in the sports world. If you have anything to contribute, you already know the number. The number 773-797-2409. 773-797-2409. You want to participate, you have anything to say, you agree, disagree, or just want to change the subject, you have the ability to do that by dialing the number or creating a profile. Create a profile, come into the chat room, say what's up to your boy. I normally don't announce each and every person, but I got a new person in the chat room. This is my homegirl, LaTanya Child. She big time coffee drink. I'm gonna trick her into doing a podcast. She don't know it yet, but she be having Coffee Chronicles, talking good talk. I'm gonna trick her into doing a podcast at some point. She ain't know that, but now she know. So she'll be listening, and she can tune in tomorrow because Tanya has a lot to say. I've been knowing her since 1985. She's a real good person. Thank you for tuning in, Tanya. No disrespect to my other listeners. It's just Tanya has been background listening for a couple years, and she's finally come in. Big up to Tanya. But I'm not going to go where everybody think I'm going. I'm starting Major League Baseball. Y'all know how I feel about the man and how he always trying to kick us in the ass. Y'all know how we get down. Y'all know what we do. Now, big ups to my brother Dusty Baker. Big ups to Dusty Baker. Dusty Baker was hired by the Houston Astros, and a lot of people looking at this, oh man, the brother got a job. Nope, not looking at it that way, because y'all know it's always bigger than a brother getting a job. The Houston Astros are in a world of trouble right now. They are in the midst of this scam, this taping Bill Belichick-esque scam, taping signals, relaying signals, and that's allegedly, a lot of people are making these accusations. That's how they won their World Series, and that's how they made it back to another one. I get it, I understand it, and y'all know me, I'm old school. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. But this is what I have an issue with. Dusty Baker is a token, not by his own volition, but he's a token, he's a favor, he's an olive branch extended by the Houston Astros to Major League Baseball. We're in trouble with you, and we know y'all in trouble with the communities of the Nubian communities, people of color. So what we gonna do is this. We gonna offer y'all a job so the brothers can get off our back, so the Latinos can get off our back, so any people who they consider minorities can get off our back. And then this is how we're going to get back in the good graces of Major League Baseball. Nobody has spoken about this that I've heard, but that's the thing that really annoys me. Why are you going to use this brother as a token, as a pawn? And then you're going to say, well, we gave him a shot. The reason I say this is because the Houston Astros are a team immersed in analytics. They live, breathe, think, take a dump. Everything about them is analytics, and everything about Dusty Baker is not. So why would you hire an old school manager to manage a new school team? You're going to go totally left. Everything that y'all doing is to the right. You're going to go totally left and hire this brother. We don't need any charity. We want brothers to get honest to God chances. The only good thing about this is the Houston Astros are a damn good baseball team. The Houston Astros has a damn good farm system, and this is Dusty Baker's chance at winning the World Series that has eluded him several times. Houston Astros, the Washington Nationals, Chicago Cubs, it has eluded him, and everybody plays. It's Dusty's fault. This is a chance for him to redeem himself, much like Andy Reid did Sunday night. I'll talk about that in a little while, but that's the only rainbow or silver lining in this cloud. But I want y'all to understand, this is not I'm gonna hire this dude because I think he's the best at for the job. I think this is Major League Baseball. We really screwed y'all over. We screwed y'all. We disrespected the game, and let us offer you this peace offering, and now mainstream media, because look, pitchers and catchers report in 2 weeks. The very first thing they're going to start talking about is lack of minority, lack of brothers in baseball. It's down to 8%, and then they're going to talk about lack of brothers managing and general managing, and now, hey, we just hired Dusty Baker. What y'all talking about? You're not going to BS me with this nonsense. A lot of people think I'm conspiracy, brother, and in some cases I am. But this is the old banana in the tailpipe. I'm not trying to hear it. Get out my face with that nonsense. I ain't trying to hear none of that. None of it. But I am wishing the best for our brother Dusty Baker. But I'm just not really trying to hear it. If y'all want to believe that nonsense, go right ahead. But at the end of the day, at the very last thing you do today, sit back and think about what I'm saying. Look, these are my opinions. This is just me looking at TV, me knowing the world, and coming to a conclusion. This is not the truth. I repeat, this is not the truth. It is my opinion. It is the way I see the world. And if it's the way I see the world, I'm sorry. Hey, if you disagree, it's okay to disagree with me. I never told you I was the smartest guy in the world. I'm just a dude with what I believe is perspective. Why I just asked this question. If you've done everything by computer, if you've looked at everything with analytics up until this point, why would you go to a manager who uses gut feeling, instinct, and things of that nature? Right in the midst of this gigantic scandal. If anybody who can show me that I'm wrong or disagree with me reasonably, I'm open for change. How you do this with the change? 773-797-2409. Let me know what you think. Agree, disagree, or you just don't give a damn. I'm just telling you how I feel. I never told you I was the smartest dude in the world. I'm just saying. Back to sports. Now, with that being said, I am going to go right into something else that's a big story. Everybody is always talking about college, and it's about the money, and this, that, and the third. Not so fast. Look, we know college sports athletics in itself is a pimp and hoe kind of system. If y'all don't believe it, I understand why you don't believe it. It's cool. No one ever has to agree with me, but I see what it is. The Big Ten Conference is a progressive conference. It's the conference that in the state that I live in, so I pay more attention to the Big Ten Conference. They are removing the 1 year waiting period for the transfer portal. What that means is if I want to leave Alabama and go straight to another school in basketball, now I can do it. I know other schools will follow suit, but at the end of the day, why is it like that? Look, if I, as HRap want to go to U of I, and Chris Reinhardt is the reason I want to go, and he gets a job at USC, I want to go to USC, and I shouldn't have to wait. The Big Ten is saying, kick rocks and flip flops. Salute to them in basketball. They're doing it. I'm glad they're doing it. I'll let you go. Now, it looks like James Weissman has said, salute, I'm out of here. It's a lot of things going on in college football, and it's a lot of things getting overlooked. But James Weissman said, beat it, I'm not doing this. And guess what? Remember, I told y'all, people like that creep at Auburn, people like my man Calipari, people like Bill Self and others, they are in the midst of this federal probe. Now, a separate federal probe has been launched against SC. SC just happened to be the school with the most people who look like me and you on the board of directors as ADs and things of that nature. Nothing will come of this probe because a lot of those people have stepped down. It's some nonsense, it's some crap, and I ain't trying to hear it. Keep your eyes peeled because what they're trying to do, if you ask me, is this. They're trying to get those dudes who run those AAU programs out of the minutia of college basketball. Everybody understands that the dudes who are advising these young men, advising their moms, are in control. Everybody knows their kickbacks. Everybody knows all about this, and it kills me. Every 5 to 7 years, somebody jumps out of garbage can and says, oh, this is nonsense. This is nonsense. Blah, blah, blah. No, it's not nonsense. It's been going on for the longest. We need to cut out the BS. Look, people need to get paid in college sports first and foremost. I understand 100 years ago, in the early 20s, people thought education was the key. Everybody said, hey, I want to go to college. And if you had opportunity to go to college, it was a free education and it propels you into riches. It could potentially still do that for you, but here's the difference. You being a professional athlete 100 years ago was frowned upon. Up until around the time Babe Ruth made it popular. Ty Cobb and those guys, Three Finger Grove and all those guys, they were not superstars of the day. Babe Ruth is the first superstar of sports. He made it cool. He made it so everybody wanted to do it. So here we are 100 years later. Everything has evolved. Baseball evolved into the most popular sport in the United States of America. Guess what? During that same time period, horse racing and boxing ruled today. Here we are 100 years later. Most people, baseball is not a national sport, it's a regional sport. Most people don't give a hot goddamn about racehorses, and boxing is on the damn respirator about to die. So, if you really want things to continue to evolve, pay the young men and young women. I understand that education is invaluable, but guess what? I have a criminal justice degree. I have a bachelor in science in criminal justice. I ain't arrested nobody. I ain't put nobody in handcuffs. I ain't worked with any juveniles. I ain't done anything of that nature. So, what good, even though it's quality, what good is it doing? And I'm not saying I wasted my time. No, I'm glad I have a degree. It feels good to say I'm college educated, but it's not contributing to Built for This Network. It's not contributing to the End of the Bench podcast. None whatsoever. Now, I had good study habits when I was in high school. What's the house? Y'all know how we do it. Green and gold, let me do it. But I had good study habits then. I knew how to educate myself and do research then. So all I did was meet good people, bump a few elbows, made some good friends, and made some good connections. That's all I did. And primarily, if you are smart, that's what you're doing in college. Because, yeah, you learn